The rap world is literally full to the brim with colorful characters who regularly have fans laughing, crying, or just plain shocked by whatever bizarre scenario that they've got themselves involved in. But even in a culture that has no shortage of borderline deranged figures, no one is doing it quite like Kevin Gates. A much-loved trap MC, Kevin truly got it out of the mud. Delivering acclaimed projects like the Luca Brasi mixtape series and Isla, this multi-platinum selling artist from Baton Rouge is renowned in his chosen field. However, it's fair to say that he's reached a point where the things he says when a camera or a podcast mic is pointed at him make more noise than the lyrics in his songs. As one of the most unique minds in all of hip-hop, Kevin can be as profound as anyone.
I'm in my own lane and I hog it. I give the utmost respect, but I demand mine.
I heard that.
And you don't have to give it to me. And if you don't, I'm not gonna be confrontational with you. I'm gonna politely vacate the premises. Let the clown have the circus. You know, in a room full of clowns, man, I can't be part of the circus, man. When you entertain a clown, you become part of the circus.
While in the next breath, he might say the most ludicrous, pause-worthy thing that you've ever heard.
One thing I love about Rihanna, I never looked at that ass. I always looked at that fucking cranium, that football helmet that she got on her fucking forehead. I always loved that about that woman. Like, if you get mad at me, like, Kevin, I swear with that accent that you got, Kevin, you I kiss you on your forehead. Who you talking? Who you getting loud with? Who you disrespect? I kiss you on your forehead. You better stop playing with me. Hey, when we get home, I'm gonna kiss you on your forehead.
And as he became more in demand as an interviewee, he's undergone a wild journey from trap rapper to meme-inducing motivational speaker. And now it's time to shed light on some of his wildest takes that had people struggling to believe what they just heard. It's your boy Louaista, and this is how Kevin Gates became hip-hop's most out-of-pocket philosopher. To fully grasp how Kevin's psyche came together in the way that it did, there are certain milestones from his young life which contributed to it all. After living a life of crime from a young age, Kevin has reflected on having to suffer the pain of watching his friends succumb to that world that they all inhabited through going to jail, getting shot, or even dying by their own hand.
How many friends do you think you've lost through violence?
Man, I ain't gonna say violence. I'm gonna say just from the streets.
From the streets.
Everybody I ever loved. I done seen a dude just on his back, please don't kill me, up with a Beretta off his leg and hit a dude, then stood over him. And he was the victim at first. Please don't kill me, curled up in the ball, took the Beretta off his leg, and I witnessed this.
Dude who did my guns on my hands, my gun tattoos, his name, Trevin Spielman. I call him just T.
Okay.
My brother. He used to always laugh. He used to always check on everybody else. And he sent me a text message. I got on the flight and went to California. When my flight landed, the last text message, he was like, I don't think I could do this anymore. Then I found out he this up.
But none of this deterred him from taking his own place in the streets in ways that landed him in trouble. Yet, in Kevin's opinion, going in and out of juvie only hardened him.
But when you got out, you kept kind of getting mixed up with
Yeah, because it took the fear of imprisonment away. You know, once you go to jail as a child, this it? You heard me? And it criminalizes you. So you're more subject to go back and do the same things that you were doing. You just think you're doing it better.
Following his spells in these correctional facilities, Kevin began rhyming and dropping music in 2007, but his initial regional momentum was halted by another stint inside.
So I ended up going back to jail and was fighting a charge in 2007. I came home October the 11th. But when I went to jail, it was for being a convicted felon already in possession of a firearm around a controlled dangerous substance, which is drugs.
This pattern continued for much of his early 20s, with Kevin winding up facing a 30-year sentence for stabbing someone in self-defense.
I met this woman when I was 17. I had just got out of jail, and we met in March. I went back to jail for Christmas in front of her. I stabbed somebody. How many times at the movie theater?
It was a lot. I don't remember.
Jugged him. I'm talking about hitting him with the blade, pushing him off it.
It's crazy.
Come here.
Ultimately, he only served 30 months, but according to Kevin, being in prison that time around overhauled his life.
Prison was the best thing that ever happened to me because you're gonna learn respect for yourself and you're gonna learn respect for all the things around you. I'm gonna respect me and I'm gonna respect every individual around me. Yeah, he might be smaller, this other individual might be weaker than me, but he may be able to beat me from the mind.
And now, it feels like this path is what led him to being the deep-thinking, cerebral Kevin Gates that we know today. After his Stranger Than Fiction mixtape placed him on the road to stardom, Kevin went on a tear all the way through to 2016, where he dropped his debut record Isla, which represented the peak of his commercial success. Amid all of the success, he became among the most respected trap artists working today, and back then, he was already honing his tendency for profound, and yet often strange viewpoints.
But I don't tolerate any disrespect because I respect myself and I respect everybody around me. But if you disrespect me, it's gonna turn into Afghanistan. So I try to stay out the way of those things because I know myself, and I forgot what great poet said it, but they say to thine own self be true. And because I know myself, I try to stay away from ignorant people. I wouldn't allow myself to be defeated with words because I realized that I'm in a position now.
And rather than simply talk without backing it up, Gates' actions proved that there was something about his mindset, which was fundamentally different to many of the young rappers who'd risen to fame at the same time as him. While many of the artists who were beginning to break out around the same time as him used clout and controversy as promotional tools, Gates took a sage approach to beef. But this wasn't something he did out of fear, but because he knows how quickly things can spiral out of control if he leads with his instincts. Beyond that, he's adamant that he has nothing to prove in the streets anymore. While fellow XXL 2014 class members like Troy Ave raced to respond to the line from the game's track Bigger Than Me, which declared that your freshman cover is a whole bunch of soft-ass dudes, Gates remained cool, composed, and focused on his goals.
Game took some shots at other XXL freshmen. A song called Bigger Than Me.
I heard that, but I ain't never heard a song. At where I'm at in the game right now, like I say, penitentiary rules in effect. So I can't entertain words. You can't defeat me with words, whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? And then that's for anybody that say something about me. I got to stay focused. I can't let nobody trick me out of my position because I know where I come from. I got my DOC number tattooed on my hand.
Department of Corrections.
Yeah, Department of Corrections number, you know, so I'm already stamped.
This has remained the case whenever a beef threatened to detract from his focus on making it, including when they quelled his issues with Young Thug before they could take root.
Could you elaborate on the little stuff you got going on with Young Thug, man? Is there any
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get tired.
This happened behind the scenes as well, with Kevin later revealing that he got pressed by a now deceased rapper, and instead of getting angry, he responded with love.
I done been in the studio one time. I'm not gonna say who it was, but this person's no longer with us. He was just in there, another dude came in there, and when he came in there, I greeted him, you know. And then he sat over there and told a story just loud, you know. Yeah, you know, we just beat it up, Kevin Gates ass. I had to compose myself. But in my mind, I'm like, don't you know I'm sick? Right. But I finished doing everything. And when I left, I looked him dead in his eyes and told him, I say, you have a beautiful day.
You killed them with kindness.
Yes, sir.
The same applied to his ongoing tension with Boosie. Across the years, the pair maintained an uneasy truce that overcame the speculation and court testimonies, which claimed that Boosie had arranged the BWA affiliate Nussie's murder. But when the pair were both present at an unofficial Kentucky Derby after-party in 2016, violence erupted between the artists' entourages. Since then, the beef has been squashed, with Kevin insisting that it's not worth sacrificing everything he's achieved, since he's made it out of the hood, and more importantly, out of the pen.
Boosie said that you and him have squashed everything.
That's crazy, like, I've never had a situation with him.
Oh, okay, because you don't move like that.
Yeah, I'm super polite in public. I don't have no problems. Now, if you just want that from me and you throw that alley, I'ma slam right there. In front of my child, whatever, I'm going to do a life sentence. And he know that. That's why I cherish and cling to him and try to avoid being in those situations. I don't want that for my life. I want to be peaceful.
This is a level of perspective that some rappers in their 50s don't even seem to have. So it's no surprise that it resonated with people who saw a better way through Gates' philosophy. This guy is special, like for real. After listening to Kevin Gates' music and interviews, I left the streets all the bad doings, all that shit. Kevin saved my life, literally. But it's not just the art of war that he's acted like an expert on. Over the years, he's weighed in on everything with the same unshakable confidence, creating some takes that were celebrated and others that people had to look at with a little bit of a side eye.
I don't care what people don't like. They got mad when I said I don't support Black Lives Matter, because who they matter to? We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. You know who talk about me the most on the internet? Niggas. You know what's worse than a nigga? Two of them.
Yes.
Make you don't want to be a nigga.
Louisiana is its own country.
True. It's his own country.
You heard of Louisiana Purchase?
Oh, no, okay, hold on. I don't know my...
Everywhere else they have counties. Louisiana has parishes. It's owned by France. We're under Napoleonic law.
Okay. So you feel like
I don't feel
you
it's
know
its own
Louisiana country.
Yeah, it's its own country.
But if there's one area in particular where Gates has become a conversational menace in ways that has threatened to outshine his actual music career, it's when it comes to his approach to the bedroom.
Dick all in your stomach, pull your hair, slap your hand. Better not do no running. I'm putting dick all in your stomach. Dick all in your stomach, pull your hair, slap your hand. Bitch, you better not do no running. I say dick down. I dick you down, dick you down.
When it comes to matters of lovemaking, Kevin Gates talks as though he's an authority on the matter. But where most rappers are prone to a little bit of bravado, Kev tends to go into a lot of detail and deliver some crazy takes. In fact, some would argue that it's way more information than you would ever need about anyone, let alone a platinum-selling rapper. In just one of his crazy claims, Kevin said that a woman having a few blemishes on their face meant that they could rival his own ridiculously high libido.
I haven't met my match, but I met somebody that's really close, and the reason I say she really, really close, oh God, don't kill me. She got acne in her face. I know this gonna sound crazy. A lot of women with acne in their face got good pussy. Cause their hormones are so imbalanced that it caused them to have congestion. See, once I started really just caught in, I really put it on her face started clearing up. I'm not just saying it for that, but she up there. She in my top 3.
Elsewhere, he's opened about his own method of avoiding sexually transmitted diseases. And where some people might wear protection, he simply asks the Lord for a favor.
It's like you talking to somebody who never had an STD. I pray before I have sex. I pray. Now, I ain't saying everybody just go do that, because you still got to have wisdom with the shit you do. I'm just gonna pray. I'm not saying that because I got some niggas around me that's they gonna tell you, Gates, hey, Gates, please keep this wheel in the road, because I'm trying to crash this bitch.
This wasn't even a singular incident either, as in other interviews since then, he has elaborated on the purpose it served besides merely deterring him from getting burned.
I don't even really like talking about it in a sense because it's not physical for me, it's spiritual for me. It's a connection.
Okay.
You know, I pray before I have sex.
That's real.
And when I noticed, what made me kind of shy away from talking about it is because when I talk to women, it seemed like they was chasing after a fetish, or they was seeking arousal, or things of that nature, and really wanted clout from those type of situations and conversations, but they don't understand, like, when you with God, this is spiritual unification. This not no just, in and out the put, I'm beating up back in. This ain't just that.
A man who has claimed in the past that he's not concerned about a woman's body count, some of the disclosures he's made about the notches on his own bedposts means that he couldn't really feel a way about anything. Long before he was married to his ex-wife, Drecka, or showing up to basketball games with the newly Islamic Brittany Renner, Gates apparently had an intimate relationship with a cousin of his. But rather than immediately seize what he was doing, Gates told Carisha Please that he figured there was no going back and carried right on.
So did you really your cousin?
Duh.
Well,
So I'm saying, so right now, I just got a question for you.
Okay.
If me and you meet,
Uh-huh.
I put it on you. You digmatized now.
Okay.
So I introduce you to my grandmother, and she, baby, who your people is? We ain't playing. We ain't, we thugging. I'm talking about pulling your hair, spitting in your ass, putting your hands behind your back, punching that bitch in your kidneys.
Oh.
You heard me? So my grandma asked you, baby, who your people is? She pulled me to the side and said, baby, that's your cousin. I ain't about to stop.
What?
The damage has been done.
So how they made you feel? That's your cousin. That's your cousin.
I didn't know you my whole life. I just found this out. We already been thugging.
While this is certainly one wild thing to do, it is by no means the last dubious practice that Gates would admit to being unbothered by. Because for all that a story like knowingly canoodling with your own cousin is crazy, he shocked the entire world when he disclosed his unusual hydration habits.
What was the freakiest thing you ever done?
I ain't gonna lie, I like for a woman to piss in my face and let it run all in my chest. Act like you really
Oh my God, you know what?
Cause I love for when a woman just ride my face and just let it go. But it's a tactic to that though, because a woman not gonna squirt if she not relaxed. That's why I like to start out with full body massages.
Okay.
I like to start with a woman's feet first.
Okay.
I ain't about to give y'all my recipe.
After disclosing something like that, most people would instantly regret it. and try to do their utmost to get those admissions erased from the internet. But in a testament to how little Kevin cares, he has brought this up time and time again.
So if you don't deal with like ass play like that, what about like urine?
Yeah,
Like
I love that.
like urine as far as like I let you piss in my mouth, then I come kiss you.
I love for a woman to piss in my mouth. That's beautiful.
You never had that one done either?
What?
A woman piss in your mouth?
Yeah, I done had a woman pee in a cup while we was driving and I drunk it.
Oh, okay. Period.
Right there.
Yes.
Because it was just nothing. I was so infatuated with this woman to where it was just nothing about her that was nasty. Like,
And each time he does, people wish he would stop. Been trying to protect Gates. I'm defeated. Why do we need to know this? At times, he even got more specific about what celebrities he would engage in this activity with.
All I did is say what everybody think.
That's fair.
You're the most beautiful woman in the world. Like, I would drink your piss. Like, what? Like, come on, man. Like, what?
Beyonce's piss, obviously. Yeah.
Right here in my mouth. What's that?
But it's not just what fluids he's willing to consume that Gates likes to talk about. No, these days, he's eager to discuss the virtues of holding some stuff in too.
Can you speak to how you said the benefits of semen retention, that you the physical?
I want to say this.
Yeah.
Look at me. This the benefits of it. Look at me. That's the benefits of it. I just went on a 7-day fast. I ain't eat nothing for 7 days. Before my listening party, it was just amazing. But I needed clarity. So I had to clean my temple out. The only way the Most High can abide in the temple is when your temple is clean. God body covered by the highest. They guns hold no power to this holy temple. How you kill a God when Allah called him? The only time he goes when Allah called him. You know, my body, my temple.
As much as Kevin loves to discuss his exploits between the sheets, this isn't the only time that what he has to say makes headlines, because sometimes it's his claims to have accomplished otherworldly feats that have people in a frenzy. One thing that's clear about Kevin Gates is that the man is certain that he is special. He even claims his conception and lifespan was unlike that of an average man.
Fast forward to the future, if I was 86 years old, this is gonna sound very, very crazy. I'm already like 3,000 years old right now. I just tell people I'm 33 because I don't age. I'm immortal.
But sometimes, the preposterous nature of what he has to say takes him from being lauded for his wisdom to being seen as a meme. Among the most infamous incidents came when he claimed he could start a car battery with his bare hands.
He said he started a car battery with his hands. I said, if I seen her eyes light up, I'm like, Jesus Christ, he could do no wrong.
I hate that I even spoke about that. If I didn't, may God murder my children.
No, don't say that.
Please, kill them today. Right now, today. And to be honest with you, I just put my hands over the battery and prayed, Lord, please let this woman battery start.
On a physics level, that's impossible.
On a physics level, human beings emit electricity. Our bodies are electric.
Understandably, this was a little much for people to get on board with, but it didn't stop him from claiming he'd avoided any health issues for years by focusing on honesty.
My throat chakra, from me not telling the truth, my throat chakra started getting blocked and I started getting sick.
Had to release
I
that
started
shit.
having colds and shit like that
Okay.
until I started opening my throat chakra and speaking the truth. I haven't been sick since. When I was living at the other spot before I moved here, I used to be sick a lot, just weak and everything because I wasn't speaking my truth. And when I'm not speaking my truth, I'm not living in my truth.
Now, that is one thing, but claiming he'd managed to survive without any nutrients whatsoever for almost 30 days is another entirely.
You don't eat or drink.
How long you dry fast?
I done did, the longest I done never did dry fasting was like close to a month, about 3 weeks.
Kev,
no food, no water.
Come on. How do you?
Okay.
Okay.
Watch
yeah,
this.
talk to me.
When your cell breaks in half, it releases hydrogen. What do we breathe in?
Oxygen.
Hydrogen to oxygen is what?
Water.
We create our own water.
For context, most scientists agree that most humans can survive for only 3 days without water. So clearly, he doesn't always get it right. For one thing, he chose to flagrantly ignore the rules of the land, and letting his 10-year-old daughter drive his truck caught him some major flack.
Nah, keep straight. You got it. Go all the way up. Didn't give it a lick gas. You got this bitch. Street shit. Street shit. You got it. Come on, man. I'm telling you, you got it.
And recently, talking out of turn about LeBron's wife, Savannah, got him brutally clowned by the basketball legend. Then, he found himself coming under fire for refusing to apologize for the 13-year age gap between him and his new girlfriend. In fact, he actually offended more people along the way with his statement.
Man, don't want no old washed up ass bitch, man. Nigga don't want a young hoe, man.
huh? You don't like it, eat my dick, man, straight up. But see, that beat, there don't be nothing but that washed up shit on that, like, man, hey, bitch, yeah, damn near, yeah. Old enough to be your daddy, yeah, of course.
But for all that he can wreak havoc and sometimes say ridiculous things, a lot of people extract genuine strength from what he has to say, to the extent that there are even entire compilations dedicated to him dispensing wisdom over sweeping landscape footage.
It'll be better.
It's only two type of people on earth. It's real people and fake people. Real people do real things, fake people do fake things. That's how I determine what type of person you are.
And by now, it's clear that he's relishing this role.
You okay?
I'm good. I love to laugh. I'm goofy though, but yeah. Kevin, get focused. Sir, yes, sir. Okay, I'm back focused. Oh, my bad. I forgot to tell you. I do talk to myself.
It's you don't have to tell me.
All geniuses talk to themselves, but it's kind of evident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These days, his outings into the public are very different in tone than what you would hear from any of his fellow rappers. In fact, even appearances on podcasts with comedians always venture into this high-minded space. And at times, he's even wound up disclosing some of his toughest battles in the hopes that others can take strength from them.
Hey, you know what's the most beautiful thing? What? You ever played hide the dick?
You put it between your legs?
No. You ever experienced intimacy with a woman without? You gonna think I'm weird. I even told a woman it's too soon.
Gentlemen?
Nah, I wasn't being a gentleman. It was like, I'm gonna be tired. I ain't gonna be able to wake up.
I think a lot of people are gonna come out of this interview today and they're gonna be surprised how often you do get tired.
Yes, Lord.
Although this has become a core element of his identity, it's fair to say that not everyone is overjoyed by it. In fact, some fans have contended that he'd changed for the worse. Gates, man, what's going on with you, my boy? This man is a straight actor now. I can't even watch this shit no more. It's always the first he ever spoke about something. It's the truth, because every time he speaks, he says something different. Others are adamant that he's always been like this. It's just that it's overtaken the music at this point. I think y'all just noticing. He'd just be lying for fun. No matter what you think about Kevin's bizarre rebrand, one thing that is for sure is that even if you're not checking for his music anymore, you're bound to come across a few snippets from his interviews and be bemused, bewildered, or blown away by what he has to say. Whatever's the case, what's for certain is that you won't ever be bored listening to this rapper turned professional podcast guest.